Hello everyone. Today I'm going to be making chicken fried steak and green beans with onions and bacon. Let's start off with the green beans. I am going to cut my bacon into some pieces into this medium-sized pot here. And I am going to cook it until it's crispy. I'm going to try to make sure that it doesn't stick on the bottom, and if it does, I'm going to scrape it immediately so I can continue to have the flavor in the grease, because I will reserve some of the grease for the rest of the recipe. Now that it's crispy, I'm going to go ahead and take the bacon out of the pot. And then I only want about 2 tablespoons of grease, so I'm going to empty it into some of it into a bowl so I can save it for later, and I will use it. And then next, into that bacon grease, I'm going to add half of an onion chopped, and I'm going to cook that on medium to low heat because I don't want my onions fried. I just want them like sauteed or whatever you want to call it, so that they're just kind of golden brown and cooked all the way through, you know. And you can see how beautiful they look right now. They are almost done. I'm just scraping the bottom a little bit. And then next we are going to add 2 cans of green beans. One of the cans of green beans is going to still have the fluid, and I put that one in first because I'm going to take the time to get all the tasty bits off the off the pan. And then after that, I'll dump in the second can of green beans, stir it around in there so all the flavor gets all around all the different green beans. And then I'm going to put this on a simmer, and I'm going to simmer that for about 10 to 15 minutes. Next is going to be the chicken fried steak. First, I dredged my cubed steaks in a flour mixture consisting of flour, salt, pepper, paprika, garlic powder, onion powder, a little bit of dried parsley, and some cayenne pepper. And then I dredged them in a milk dredge because I didn't have any eggs. So that was just 1 cup of milk and 1 tablespoon of hot sauce. And then after I did that, I went ahead and put them back into the flour, and, you know, covered them nicely with flour. And then I let them sit for about 5 minutes so that, you know, the flour could seal into the meat and everything like that. And then I just went ahead and put them in the pan like you see me. I'm cooking them now. I cooked it for about 4 minutes on one side without moving it. And then I checked it to see if it was going to easily come off the bottom, and then flip it and cook the other side for about 3 minutes. And now let's move on to the gravy that I made homemade. So there was only about 3 or 4 tablespoons of grease in the pan, so I thought I didn't have to empty any of it out. So I went ahead and put about 4 tablespoons of the flour mixture that I created, and cooked the flour until it didn't taste like flour anymore. And that, what you seen me dump in there, was actually the last remnants of the milk dredge, and then, you know, just some milk from a gallon, and a coarse pepper. You gotta have pepper in your milk gravy. And then I just, you know, stirring it up. You gotta make sure it's not gonna stick to the bottom of the pan or burn or get too thick or what have you. So I'm just kind of making this gravy on kind of a medium heat, medium to low heat. My mom's stove runs really hot, so it's, even though I'll say medium low, it's still on medium. But this is what it looks like. Nope. I put too much. Oh well. It'll work. So let's sit down and taste this awesome dinner.
It's really good.
Taste these green beans first. I forgot to do it on camera, but you mix the bacon pieces that you fried in at the very end with the green beans. Wow, those are really good. They're a lot better than I thought they were going to be.
Really good. They go with some ketchup.
So that's how that looks. Just a tiny bit overcooked, but still delicious.
Very, very good. I'm loving it.
Let's taste this gravy. Gravy needs just a tiny bit more salt. Other than that, it's an awesome, awesome dinner. Thank you so much for joining me. Like and subscribe.